Welcome to Show Up and Glow. My name's Jalen. This is my cozy corner, a space created just for you to tune in and chill out. If this interests you, I invite you to find some headphones, a quiet space, and join me for a calming and comforting experience. If this is not for you, that is okay. I appreciate you stopping by. As you notice yourself enjoying your stay, please make sure to like and subscribe for more of this calm and cozy vibe. Now let's get started. We're going to color today. I have rediscovered my love of hearing the sound of coloring and how relaxing the sound really is. And it's probably because we start coloring as a kid to start getting our brain working, right? Like the certain colors trigger a certain feeling or emotion sometimes. The picture you're coloring gets to come to life. It starts as nothing, and then it ends up as something really beautiful. So it's going to be not as chatty as my other videos. We're just really going to listen to the sounds of the markers on the page. And if you have a coloring book at home and you would like to color with me, please, let's bring that out now. And if you don't, let's get one and let's start this. Let's start a monthly coloring sesh together. I would love that because you're going to really feel the benefits of slowing down in your own home or wherever you're watching this. You know, slowing down and being mindful of the space and the moment. And I love you being here in my cozy corner. I absolutely do. But I'm still entertaining you, right? So, coloring in a coloring book, like my favorite one right now, can just really help ground you and center you and that's a fun one. It's kind of like butterflies, kind of like and let me tell you right now, if you have been struggling with anxious thoughts, anxiety, your mind constantly going and constantly moving and not turning off, have you colored in a coloring book? Have you taken markers, crayons, watercolors, pencil, whatever it is, charcoal, and just kind of doodled around for a little bit? It's a game changer. So, maybe you don't need that extra push today and you're fine just hanging out, checking out my bookcase, checking out Lovely Lady Lava Lamp. For anybody new here, this is Lovely Lady Lava Lamp, and she's my best friend. And she's my best friend because she just gets it, you know? Like when you look at her, you're like, she gets it. She understands the vibe of this room. Maybe while I color, you check out Mr. Clock. This is Mr. Clock. He is tried and true. He is a cuckoo clock of the Wizard of Oz, and you know, maybe someday I let Toto jump out, but for now, Toto is turned off. So at the top of the hour, you might hear a that's just old Toto waiting in the wings for that one day when we let him cuckoo. I love this. I don't know what picture we're going to color today, which flower, Let's do one more round of flipping through and see. I might do a cabbage rose. I think I'll do that one. Page 33. And I actually think I'm going to try to get it as close to the picture. I don't wanna go off script. I wanna see what I can do. Because that pink color looks so nice. So cheerful. I have my tried and true markers, and if you're a regular, you've seen me use this coloring book and these markers regularly for the last couple of months. And if you're new here, this coloring book and these markers were gifted to me from a subscriber. So if you're interested in creating a video around a gift you would like to send me, check out my Throne link in the description box below. I have coloring books, ideas, clothing, headbands to push my hair back, you name it. And we'll create a video around your gift. So thank you again, whoever sent me this coloring book and these markers, because I love it. I love it. All right, so just lean back, grab a cup of tea, grab some tea, grab a hot chocolate, grab maybe a bubbly drink. Just hang out with me for a little bit. Cabbage rose. Here we go. Raise your hand if you used to be a tracing queen. Like, I'll explain. When I was a young girl, like even up to probably high school, oh yeah, I'm not in high school. If you didn't know, if I look like I'm in high school, I'm not in high school. I used to be that type of coloring person who would outline everything in the picture first with the color I was going to shade in, and I would make sure I outlined it so hard my hand hurt to really get that thick outline definition. And I would go back in and I would shade it. Were you that type of person too? There was a time in my life where I realized not everybody did that, and it was childish. And your girl was still doing it up through probably into her 20s, to be quite honest. And I might even do it on this page today. A little nostalgia to myself. But I loved it. That was like the only way I colored, and it was so relaxing. And then I felt like I was doing it wrong, and it took a lot of the fun away from coloring, which is so silly. Why do we do that to ourselves? We let some random, especially nowadays, back then social media isn't what it is today, but back then I let someone's random comment of like, I don't like that, or why do you do it like that? And I just stopped. That's so silly. I'm so sorry to younger me. We've moved on. We've progressed. We now use markers. What type of color are you? And what kind of coloring medium do you like? I do prefer a marker or a colored pencil. There is something about the color pink that really calms you down, and I know there's been like a study, and you can Google this. It's quite interesting to find that there is a shade of pink that will calm you down, and sometimes they use it in drunk tanks of jails to calm people down who were feeling agitated, causing problems, and it's kind of reminiscent of this pink I'm using for this flower, and instantly I feel calm. So Google that. What shade of pink will calm you down? And I recently got a water bottle in that shade of pink, and I'm telling you, it's my favorite water bottle now. Yo, it's good. Can't wait for you to see this pink on this flower. but they have a color on the beaker bottle that's that drunk tank pink, and it's changed the game. I absolutely love seeing it. If you're new here, we're not going to finish this picture today. We're going to come back to it. Unfortunately, I'm not quite as good as Bob Ross, where I can just like spin out a complete painting from scratch on a blank canvas, but I can provide the soothing sounds and gentle commentary like our good friend Bobby Bob. So we'll finish this picture, another video, in the next couple weeks. Gonna let that dry for a minute so the color will go to its true color so you can see it. You ready? It's nice, right? It's really soft. Now I can go in and create some of that depth and dimension and shade it up a little bit. It's just so fun. Coloring is so simple and so fun and so overlooked. And like I was saying, I cut it out of my life for a very long time. A very long time she did. And when I was going through a really stressful time of my life, about 6 years ago, I was encouraged to start coloring again and to do it at nighttime when my mind would really spin and I really just couldn't calm myself down. I did not want to watch TV. I did not want to listen to music, but I didn't want to read. Like, you know, that's kind of people are like, just get out of your head and read. And I'm like, no. But I did find solace in coloring with colored pencils in what I've shown before on this channel too, on my little bookshelf, like an adult coloring book where it's like mandala type of vibes, or little bitty, you know, sections, and it takes forever to fill in. It takes days or weeks to like finish a picture. I would do those, and then I was like, okay, well, maybe I want to listen to music, and so I would just like, it felt like almost every night I would get out my coloring book, get out my colored pencils, sharpen them, put my headphones on, and listen to really relaxing piano and cello music. And it calmed me down. I'm telling you, there's some magic behind it, guys, so don't sleep on coloring. Bring it back into your life. Or give it a shot if you haven't yet. Because what does Bob say? Because what does Bob say about accidents? There are no mistakes. Just happy accidents. That's right, your boy said that, Bob Ross. And now we're saying it here in the cozy corner because it's true. We just gotta figure it out. Like, Bob, help a girl out. Like, what am I supposed to do right now? Jeez. That's what I always found so funny when he would say that. It's like, well, you're not looking at my painting. What if I really messed it up? What if I put a tree right smack dab in the middle and I really messed it up like he loved to do? He'd still probably tell me that there are no mistakes, just happy accidents, and I'd be like, you're so optimistic. How do you do that? Because he was optimistic. And when he would bring his little animal friends like Peapod on the show, and then he'd be like, open the show, and he'd be like, hi friends, welcome back to the Joy of Painting. This is my baby deer. This is my baby deer I found in the woods. It's a fawn, you can see from the spots. And then they would just like zoom in on this like baby deer. You're like, what? And then like the next week he'd be like, this is my squirrel friend, not Peapod, another one that I'm bottle feeding right now. And you're like, what? How do you have the time? You were a nice old man. And then like the following week he'd be like, look at this little rascal. And it'd be like a chipmunk. And you're like, what? Are you Snow White? How are you doing this? No. It was Bob Ross. And the animals knew that they found a friend in him. Alright, this is all the red I'm going to do. Actually, we're going to hit the red up here a little bit because this flower looks a little red. And then we're going to close it up for today. We're going to close up shop for today. Lovely, lovely. It's alright. It's not the best. It's fine, just for fun. Just to calm us down. Let's take a look. Now remember, this is a vulnerable moment for me. I'm sharing my artwork, which comes straight from my heart. And you're gonna see what I mean when I said I might have overpowered things. Now I gotta figure out how to work with it the next time. So maybe the next time I go in and I really try to like hit some of that red at the base, or maybe I trace it. Maybe we bring back tracing. Okay? Because why not? It's my picture. But that's as far as we got today. And I love it because I never start these out thinking I'm going to finish. And I've never started a picture out thinking I'm going to finish. And that feels good. Because I know I'll come back to it. But just not right now. Beautiful Flowers coloring book. If you want to color along next time, get you one. Alright, now let's load back up all of our markers. Perfect. Thank you so much for joining me today in my cozy corner. You can be anywhere on the internet, and I appreciate you taking just a little bit of time to spend it here with me. If there are other coloring book videos you would like to see in the future, leave me a comment below, or any other ideas you would like to see in the future. We like to keep it kind of nostalgia vibes here, soothing sounds, restful conversation. And, if you have any ideas and something you would love to see, let me know. I really appreciate you being here, and I'll see you again real soon.